Imagine the lives of those who lit up their careers with talent, but were overshadowed by their addiction to smoking. The film industry has seen many stars who were never without a cigarette in hand, often portraying characters that mirrored their own struggles. Some of these actors faced health issues that cut their lives short, leaving behind a legacy marked by both brilliance and tragedy. Take, for instance, the legendary figure who captivated audiences with his charm yet succumbed to the harsh realities of lung cancer. His on-screen charisma was matched only by his off-screen habit, which ultimately led to his untimely demise. Another star, whose voice resonated through the ages, battled with respiratory problems that stemmed from years of smoking, leading to a decline that shocked fans. The toll of smoking extended beyond health, affecting careers and personal relationships, with many stars losing roles and facing public scrutiny. Their stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the hidden dangers behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. As we explore these lives, we uncover not just their struggles, but also the impact of their choices on their legacies, forever intertwined with the smoke that surrounded them. Lucille Ball, the iconic actress and comedian known for her groundbreaking work in television, faced serious health challenges due to her long history of smoking. Throughout her life, she was often seen with a cigarette in hand, a habit that was common among many in Hollywood at the time. Unfortunately, this addiction took a significant toll on her health. Lucille battled various smoking-related issues that affected her well-being. Her struggle with smoking ultimately led to severe complications, culminating in her tragic death from a ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm. This condition, often linked to high blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues, can be exacerbated by smoking. Lucille's legacy as a beloved entertainer is overshadowed by the health risks associated with her smoking habit, reminding us of the dangers of tobacco use. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the impact of smoking on health, especially in the lives of those who entertain and inspire us. Walt Disney was a remarkable figure in the world of entertainment, known for creating beloved characters like Mickey Mouse. However, behind his genius was a personal struggle with smoking. He was a heavy smoker, which is a habit that many people in Hollywood have had over the years. Unfortunately, this habit took a toll on his health. Walt Disney's smoking contributed to his battle with lung cancer, a disease that ultimately claimed his life at the age of 65. His death was a significant loss, not just for his family and friends but for the entire entertainment industry. Disney's creativity and innovation changed the landscape of animation and family entertainment forever. His legacy includes theme parks, animated classics, and a brand that continues to thrive today. While he is remembered for his incredible contributions to film and culture, his story also serves as a reminder of the dangers of smoking and its impact on health. The life of Walt Disney was a blend of artistic brilliance and personal challenges, leaving a lasting mark on the world. Known for her incredible grace and charm, Audrey Hepburn was a beloved actress who captivated audiences around the world. However, behind her enchanting smile and iconic roles, there was a darker aspect to her life. Audrey was a heavy smoker, consuming about 3 packs of cigarettes a day for much of her adult life. This habit, while common in her era, had severe consequences for her health. Despite her glamorous image, her smoking contributed to her battle with cancer, which ultimately led to her early death at the age of 64. Hepburn's smoking was not only a personal choice, but also reflective of the culture of Hollywood during her time, where smoking was often glamorized. Many of her films showcased her elegance and style, yet the reality of her smoking addiction remained hidden behind the scenes. As a result, she became one of the many stars in Hollywood history whose smoking habit had tragic repercussions. Her legacy, intertwined with the dangers of smoking, serves as a reminder of the health risks associated with tobacco use. Humphrey Bogart, known for his tough guy roles, became a Hollywood icon, leaving a lasting impact on the film industry. His career spanned from the 1920s to the 1950s, during which he starred in classics like Casablanca and The Maltese Falcon. Bogart's image as a hard-edged character often included a cigarette in hand, a reflection of the era's glamorization of smoking. Unfortunately, this habit took a severe toll on his health. Despite his fame and success, Bogart faced significant personal challenges, including his battle with addiction to cigarettes. This addiction ultimately led to his diagnosis of esophageal cancer, a disease that took his life at the young age of 57. His death in 1957 shocked fans and the film community, highlighting the dangers of smoking. Bogart's legacy as a legendary actor is forever intertwined with the tragic consequences of his smoking habit, serving as a cautionary tale about the risks associated with tobacco use. Jean-Paul Belmondo, the iconic French actor, made a significant mark in the film industry, particularly known for his roles in the French New Wave cinema. Throughout many of his films, he was often seen with a cigarette, which became a part of his on-screen persona. This portrayal of smoking not only contributed to his rugged charm, but also reflected a certain lifestyle that resonated with audiences. However, this habit came with serious consequences. In the early 2000s, Belmondo faced health issues, including a stroke, which were partly attributed to his long history of smoking. The impact of his smoking was not just a personal struggle, but also a cautionary tale in Hollywood about the dangers of tobacco use. Despite his health challenges, Belmondo's legacy as a talented actor remains influential, showcasing the duality of a celebrated career intertwined with the perils of smoking. His story serves as a reminder of the cost of such habits in the glamorous, yet risky world of cinema. Sean Connery, known for his iconic portrayal of James Bond, was not just a talented actor but also a man with a love for cigars and whiskey. His fondness for these indulgences became well known throughout his career. While many admired his suave persona and charm on screen, his smoking habit and drinking eventually took a toll on his health. Connery was often seen enjoying a cigar, which became a part of his public image. However, this lifestyle choice contributed to various health issues over time. Despite his legendary status in Hollywood, the consequences of his smoking and drinking habits served as a reminder of the risks associated with such behaviors. As he aged, these choices became more evident, leading to a decline in his overall well-being. Connery's legacy as a film icon is undeniable, but it is important to recognize the impact of his personal habits on his health throughout his life. Marty Feldman was an iconic figure in comedy, known for his striking and unusual appearance, which included bulging eyes and a distinctive look that made him stand out in the entertainment industry. His career was marked by his unique style of humor and his work in television and film. However, he had a serious addiction to smoking, consuming an astonishing 5 packs of cigarettes a day. This heavy smoking habit took a toll on his health, contributing to a range of medical issues. Tragically, during the filming of a project, Feldman suffered a heart attack and died at the young age of 48. His passing was a significant loss to the comedy world, as he had a unique ability to blend physical comedy with sharp wit. Despite his struggles with smoking, his contributions to film and television continue to be remembered and celebrated by fans and fellow comedians alike. His life serves as a reminder of the dangers of smoking and the impact it can have on health. Kathryn Joosten was a talented actress best known for her memorable roles on television. She gained fame for her performances in popular shows like The West Wing and Desperate Housewives. Her characters often resonated with audiences, showcasing her ability to bring depth and humor to her roles. Despite her success, Joosten faced personal struggles, particularly with smoking. She had been a lifelong smoker, a habit that ultimately took a toll on her health. After years of battling the effects of smoking, she was diagnosed with lung cancer. This diagnosis was a harsh reminder of the dangers associated with tobacco use. Even though she continued to work and inspire others throughout her career, the disease eventually claimed her life. Kathryn Joosten's story serves as a poignant example of the lasting impact of smoking, even for those who achieve great success in their professional lives. Her legacy remains in the hearts of her fans and in the roles she portrayed, reminding us of both her talent and the serious consequences of smoking. Jack Webb was a well-known figure in Hollywood, famous for creating the iconic television series Dragnet. His work in the entertainment industry left a significant mark, but his personal life was shadowed by his long-term smoking habit. Webb was a heavy smoker for many years, and this addiction took a toll on his health. He passed away at the age of 62 due to a heart attack, a tragic event that many believe was influenced by his years of smoking. The dangers of smoking are well documented, and in Webb's case, it likely contributed to the heart problems that ultimately led to his untimely death. Despite his professional successes, the reality of his smoking habit serves as a reminder of the risks associated with tobacco use. Webb's legacy in television continues to be celebrated, but it is important to recognize the impact of his lifestyle choices on his health. The story of Jack Webb is a poignant example of how personal habits can affect one's life and longevity. Known for his commanding presence and iconic role in The King Yul Brynner was not just a celebrated actor, but also a notorious smoker. His habit of smoking 5 packs of cigarettes a day became a significant part of his life. This addiction ultimately contributed to his health decline. Brynner's battle with lung cancer began to unfold in his later years, and he faced the disease with the same intensity he displayed on stage and screen. At the age of 65, he passed away, leaving behind a legacy that extended beyond his performances. In his final days, Brynner became an outspoken advocate against smoking. He recorded a powerful message urging others to quit smoking, sharing his personal story and the consequences of his addiction. His warning resonated with many, making it clear that smoking could lead to devastating health issues. Brynner's life serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of tobacco use, especially in an industry where smoking was often glamorized. His legacy continues to influence anti-smoking campaigns today. Betty Grable was one of the most famous actresses in Hollywood during her time. She was known for her stunning beauty and captivating performances in films. However, her image was also closely tied to her lifelong smoking habit. Grable started smoking at a young age, and it became a significant part of her life. Despite her success and the glamorous lifestyle she led, her smoking took a toll on her health. Tragically, Betty Grable's life was cut short when she died of lung cancer at the age of 56. This illness was a direct result of her years of smoking. Grable's story serves as a reminder of the dangers of smoking, even for those who seem to have it all. Her legacy as a Hollywood star is often overshadowed by the impact of her smoking habit, which ultimately defined much of her image and contributed to her early death. The glamorous life she led was marred by the consequences of her choices, making her one of the many perpetual smokers in Hollywood history who faced dire health issues as a result. Known for his charm and smooth voice, Dean Martin was a prominent figure in Hollywood and a key member of the famous Rat Pack. His career spanned several decades, during which he became a beloved singer and actor. However, behind his suave persona lay a serious habit that would ultimately contribute to his downfall. Dean was a heavy smoker, a choice that many in his era made without fully understanding the consequences. This habit persisted throughout his life, and it is widely believed that it played a significant role in his health issues later on. Tragically, Dean Martin passed away at the age of 78 due to acute respiratory failure, a condition that was linked to lung cancer. His death serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of smoking, even for those who seem to lead glamorous lives. The legacy of Dean Martin remains, not only through his music and films but also as part of a larger conversation about health and lifestyle choices in Hollywood. Known for her eccentric personality and flamboyant style, Tallulah Bankhead made a significant mark in Hollywood history. She was infamous for her heavy smoking habit, reportedly consuming up to 120 cigarettes a day. This relentless smoking contributed to her declining health over the years. Bankhead was a larger-than-life figure, captivating audiences with her talent and unique presence on stage and screen. Despite her success, her lifestyle choices took a toll on her body. In her later years, she battled health issues, and her smoking habit was a major factor in her eventual decline. Bankhead's life was filled with drama, both on and off the screen, and she was known for her sharp wit and bold statements. Sadly, she succumbed to pneumonia at the age of 66, a condition that was exacerbated by her long-term smoking. Her legacy remains intertwined with her love for cigarettes, making her one of the most notorious perpetual smokers in Hollywood history. Known for his memorable performances in classic television shows, Michael Landon was a beloved figure in Hollywood. He gained fame as Little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza, and later as Charles Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie. His charm and talent made him a household name, but behind the scenes, he struggled with a serious habit. Michael was a chain smoker, a habit that would ultimately take a toll on his health. Despite his success and the joy he brought to many viewers, his smoking addiction led to a tragic outcome. At the age of 54, he was diagnosed with cancer, a battle he fought publicly and with great courage. His passing left a significant impact on fans and the entertainment industry, serving as a reminder of the dangers of smoking. Michael Landon's legacy lives on through his work, but his story also highlights the risks associated with tobacco use and the importance of health awareness. Throughout her illustrious career, Lauren Bacall became an iconic figure in Hollywood, known not only for her stunning beauty and remarkable talent, but also for her lifelong struggle with smoking. Despite her achievements and the admiration of fans and peers alike, Bacall's smoking habit was a significant part of her life. She started smoking at a young age, and it became a constant companion throughout her career. Bacall was often seen with a cigarette in hand, embodying the glamorous yet troubled persona that many associated with classic Hollywood. Her smoking habit was not just a personal choice. It was intertwined with the culture of the film industry during her time. Many actors and actresses smoked, often portrayed as sophisticated and alluring. Bacall, with her sultry voice and striking looks, became a symbol of this image. However, the toll of smoking on her health became evident as she aged. Despite numerous attempts to quit, Bacall found it difficult to break free from the addiction that had gripped her for decades. As she faced health challenges in her later years, Bacall's struggles with smoking served as a reminder of the risks associated with tobacco use. Her story reflects the complexities of addiction and the impact it can have on even the most celebrated lives in Hollywood. Bacall's legacy is not only defined by her incredible performances in films like To Have and Have Not and Key Largo, but also by the personal battles she fought behind the scenes, illustrating the darker side of fame and the consequences of a lifelong smoking habit. Vivien Leigh was a remarkable British actress, best known for her iconic role as Scarlett O'Hara in the classic film Gone with the Wind. Her talent and beauty captivated audiences, making her one of the most celebrated stars of her time. However, her life was marked by struggles, particularly with her health. Leigh battled tuberculosis, a serious illness that affected her lungs and overall well-being. Despite her condition, she continued to work in the film industry, often pushing through the pain and challenges that came with her illness. Leigh was also known for her chain-smoking habit, which likely contributed to her respiratory issues later in life. This addiction to cigarettes was not uncommon among many actors of her era, who often used smoking as a way to cope with the pressures of fame and the demands of their careers. Sadly, her smoking, combined with her battle with tuberculosis, took a toll on her health. At the age of 53, she passed away due to complications related to respiratory problems. Her legacy lives on through her unforgettable performances, but her struggles with health serve as a reminder of the darker side of Hollywood life. Known for her captivating smoky voice, Julie London was a prominent figure in Hollywood. She began smoking heavily at just 16 years old, a habit that would follow her throughout her life and career. Her voice, rich and sultry, became her signature, enhancing her performances as an actress and a singer. Despite her talent, the toll of her smoking habit was significant. London faced numerous health issues related to her long-term smoking, which ultimately contributed to her death from a stroke. Her life serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers associated with smoking, especially in an industry where such habits were often glamorized. Julie London's legacy remains intertwined with her distinctive voice and the choices she made, highlighting the complex relationship between talent, lifestyle, and health. The impact of her smoking habit echoes in the stories of many in Hollywood, making her a notable figure in discussions about the consequences of smoking in the entertainment world. Known for his incredible talent on the baseball field, Joe DiMaggio became a legendary figure in American sports. However, his life was not just about baseball. It was also marked by a long battle with smoking. DiMaggio was a habitual smoker, and this habit took a toll on his health over the years. Despite his fame and success, he faced the consequences of his choices. In his later years, Joe DiMaggio was diagnosed with lung cancer, a disease often linked to smoking. This diagnosis was a harsh reminder of the dangers associated with tobacco use. He fought bravely against the illness, but ultimately, at the age of 84, he succumbed to lung cancer. His passing was not just a loss for baseball fans, but also a stark illustration of how smoking can impact even the most celebrated lives. Joe DiMaggio's story serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of smoking and the importance of health awareness. Robert Shaw, the talented actor celebrated for his unforgettable performance in the classic film Jaws, faced a tragic end at the age of 51. His life was marked by a successful career in film and theater, where he brought to life complex characters with depth and intensity. However, his legacy is also shadowed by his long-standing smoking habit. This addiction likely played a significant role in his health decline. Shaw's chain-smoking habit was well known, and it contributed to various health issues over the years. Despite his formidable presence on screen, his struggle with smoking ultimately culminated in a heart attack, cutting short a promising life and career. The impact of his smoking serves as a stark reminder of the dangers associated with tobacco use, especially in an industry where such habits were often glamorized. Shaw's untimely death is a poignant example of how smoking can lead to devastating consequences, overshadowing the remarkable achievements he made as an actor. Known for his unique brand of slapstick comedy, Moe Howard was a key figure in the beloved comedy trio, The Three Stooges. His iconic bowl haircut and distinctive voice made him instantly recognizable. Throughout his career, he brought laughter to millions with his antics alongside Larry Fine and Curly Howard. However, behind the scenes, Moe struggled with a personal vice that would ultimately lead to his demise. A lifelong smoker, he indulged in cigarettes for many years, a habit that took a toll on his health. Despite his comedic genius, the effects of heavy smoking caught up with him, resulting in a battle with lung cancer. This tragic end serves as a reminder of the dangers associated with smoking, even for those who brought joy to others through their art. Moe Howard's legacy lives on through his timeless performances, but his story also highlights the serious consequences of smoking, making him a notable figure in discussions about health in Hollywood history. David Janssen was a well-known actor, famous for his role in the television series The Fugitive. He captivated audiences with his intense performances and strong screen presence. However, behind the scenes, Janssen struggled with a heavy smoking habit that would ultimately take a toll on his health. Smoking was a common habit among many actors during his time, but Janssen's addiction was particularly severe. This addiction contributed to his early death at the age of 48 from a heart attack. His passing was a tragic loss for the entertainment industry, as he was considered one of the most talented actors of his generation. Fans and colleagues mourned the loss of a man who had so much more to give. Janssen's life serves as a reminder of the dangers of smoking and its impact on health, especially for those in the demanding world of Hollywood. His legacy continues to be remembered by those who appreciated his work and talent. Bette Davis was a legendary actress known for her powerful performances and unforgettable presence on screen. Throughout her career, she became inseparable from her cigarettes, often seen with one in hand. It is said that she smoked up to 4 packs a day, a habit that became a significant part of her iconic image. This association with smoking was not just a personal choice, but also a reflection of the times and the Hollywood lifestyle in which she thrived. Her smoking contributed to her fierce persona, enhancing her roles and making her performances even more memorable. However, this habit came at a high cost. In her later years, Bette Davis faced serious health issues, ultimately leading to her death from breast cancer. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of smoking, despite the allure it may hold in the glamorous world of Hollywood. The image of Bette Davis, with a cigarette elegantly perched between her fingers, remains etched in the minds of many, symbolizing both her talent and the risks associated with such a lifestyle. Known for his unique and often bizarre style of comedy, Andy Kaufman left a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. His performances challenged traditional notions of comedy, blending elements of absurdity, performance art, and character work. Despite his innovative approach, his life was tragically cut short when he died of lung cancer at the young age of 35. Interestingly, Kaufman was not known as a smoker. This fact adds a layer of complexity to his story, raising questions about the nature of cancer and its causes. Kaufman's legacy is one of pushing boundaries and redefining what it means to be a comedian. His work continues to influence many artists today, even as his life serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of health and the often unseen struggles individuals face. The irony of his death from lung cancer, despite not being a smoker, highlights the mysterious nature of the disease and the importance of awareness surrounding health issues. Known for his iconic roles in Western films, John Wayne was a larger-than-life figure in Hollywood. He became famous for his rugged persona and strong characters, often portraying cowboys and soldiers. However, behind the scenes, Wayne struggled with a serious addiction to smoking. He was a heavy smoker for much of his life, which took a toll on his health. Despite his tough exterior, he faced numerous battles with cancer. Throughout his later years, he fought against various forms of the disease, including lung cancer and, ultimately, stomach cancer. This relentless battle with illness did not stop him from continuing to work and remain active in the film industry. Unfortunately, his smoking habit contributed to his declining health, and he passed away at the age of 72. Wayne's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of smoking, especially in an industry where the image of toughness often overshadowed the risks to health. Known as the King of Cool, Steve McQueen was an iconic figure in Hollywood. His rugged charm and rebellious spirit made him a favorite among fans. However, behind the scenes, McQueen had a serious addiction to smoking. He smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, a habit that took a heavy toll on his health. Despite his tough guy image, this addiction contributed to his battle with mesothelioma, a type of cancer linked to smoking and exposure to asbestos. McQueen's struggle with this disease was intense, reflecting the harsh realities of a life lived in the fast lane. He faced his illness with the same determination that characterized his acting career, yet he ultimately succumbed to the effects of his smoking at the young age of 50. His legacy as a talented actor is often overshadowed by the tragic consequences of his smoking habit, reminding us of the dangers of tobacco use. The story of Steve McQueen serves as a cautionary tale about the impact of smoking on health. Known for her incredible talent as a dancer and actress, Ann Miller made a significant mark in Hollywood. She was a vibrant figure in the entertainment industry, captivating audiences with her performances in musicals and films. However, behind her dazzling smile and energetic dance moves lay a darker reality. Ann Miller was a heavy smoker, a habit that she maintained throughout much of her life. This addiction to smoking took a severe toll on her health. Despite her success and the joy she brought to many, she ultimately faced the consequences of her choices. At the age of 81, lung cancer claimed her life, serving as a stark reminder of the dangers associated with smoking. Her story is one that reflects both the glamour of Hollywood and the serious health risks that can accompany a lifestyle filled with smoking. Ann Miller's legacy is not only defined by her talent, but also by the lessons learned from her struggles with smoking and its impact on her life. Vincent Price was a well-known actor famous for his roles in horror films. He became a legend in the genre, captivating audiences with his unique voice and dramatic presence. Throughout his career, he starred in numerous classic horror movies, earning a special place in the hearts of fans. However, behind his on-screen persona was a personal struggle that many did not see. Price was a lifelong smoker, a habit that he maintained for many years. This addiction ultimately took a toll on his health. After a long battle with lung cancer, he passed away at the age of 82. His smoking habit was a significant factor in his illness, highlighting the dangers associated with tobacco use. Despite his struggles, Price left behind a rich legacy in film and television. His contributions to the horror genre continue to influence actors and filmmakers today. His memorable performances and distinctive style ensured that he would always be remembered as a master of horror, even as his life was cut short by the effects of smoking. Despite his immense talent and charm, Patrick Swayze faced a difficult battle with cancer while maintaining his smoking habit. Known for his iconic roles in films like Dirty Dancing and Ghost, Swayze captivated audiences with his performances. However, his personal life was marred by struggles with health. Even after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, he continued to smoke, a habit that ultimately contributed to his decline. Swayze's fight against cancer was widely publicized, and fans admired his courage and determination. He remained active in his career during treatment, showcasing his dedication to his craft. Unfortunately, the toll of smoking combined with his illness proved too great. At the age of 57, Patrick Swayze passed away from complications related to his smoking habit. His legacy as an actor endures, but his story serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of smoking and its impact on health. Graham Chapman was a prominent figure in comedy, best known as a member of the legendary Monty Python troupe. His unique style of humor and wit contributed significantly to the group's success and influence in the world of comedy. Throughout his life, Chapman was known for his distinctive pipe smoking habit, which became a part of his persona. He often portrayed characters that were absurd and satirical, using his talents to push the boundaries of comedy. However, his smoking habit came with severe consequences. Chapman was diagnosed with cancer, a battle he faced with the same humor he brought to his performances. His passing left a profound impact on his fans and colleagues. Beyond the laughter he created, his story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of smoking. While he left behind a legacy filled with joy and innovation, it is also a reminder of the serious health risks associated with tobacco use. The laughter he inspired continues to resonate, even as his story highlights the importance of making healthier choices. Known for his role as Lucas McCain in the classic television series The Rifleman, Chuck Connors was a larger-than-life figure in Hollywood. His portrayal of the strong, principled cowboy made him a beloved character for many viewers. Beyond acting, Connors had a successful career in sports, playing professional baseball and basketball before fully committing to his acting career. However, despite his achievements, Connors faced personal challenges, particularly with smoking. He was a heavy smoker throughout much of his life, a habit that ultimately took a toll on his health. After years of battling the consequences of his addiction, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. Tragically, this illness claimed his life at the age of 71. Connor's story serves as a reminder of the dangers associated with smoking, even for those who have achieved great success in their careers. His legacy in both sports and entertainment remains influential, but his struggle with smoking highlights a serious issue that affects many. Known for his striking good looks and charm, Robert Taylor became a leading man in Hollywood during the golden age of cinema. However, behind his glamorous image lay a serious addiction. Taylor was a heavy smoker, consuming 3 packs of cigarettes a day. This habit was not just a personal choice, but reflected a common lifestyle among many actors of his time. The glamorous parties and high-stress environments of Hollywood often led stars to seek comfort in smoking, and Taylor was no exception. As the years went by, the toll of his smoking became evident. Taylor battled lung cancer, a disease that is often linked to long-term smoking. Despite his fight against this illness, the damage had been done. In 1969, Robert Taylor succumbed to lung cancer, a tragic end for a man who had once captivated audiences with his performances. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of smoking and the impact it can have on health, even for those who seem to have it all. Known for his charismatic performances, Errol Flynn became a household name in Hollywood during the 1930s and 1940s. He starred in iconic films like The Adventures of Robin Hood, where his charm and athleticism captivated audiences. However, Flynn's life off-screen was marked by excess and indulgence. He embraced a hedonistic lifestyle that included heavy drinking and smoking. Flynn was often seen with a cigarette in hand, reflecting the glamorous yet dangerous world of early Hollywood. His smoking habit was not just a personal choice. It was part of the culture of the time, where many actors and actresses smoked both on and off the set. Unfortunately, this lifestyle took a toll on his health. Flynn's heavy smoking contributed to his early death at the age of 50. His passing shocked many, as he was still considered a vibrant and youthful star. The combination of his reckless lifestyle choices, including smoking, drinking, and other excesses, painted a picture of a man who lived life to the fullest, but paid a heavy price in the end. Flynn's legacy is a reminder of the darker side of fame and the consequences of a life lived without restraint. The lives of many Hollywood stars were marked by their struggle with smoking, often overshadowing their immense talent. These actors, who brought joy and inspiration to millions, faced serious health issues due to their addiction. For instance, one iconic star captivated audiences with his charm and wit, yet his battle with lung cancer became a tragic end to a brilliant career. Another beloved figure, known for his powerful voice, suffered from respiratory problems linked to years of smoking, leading to a decline that shocked his fans. The consequences of smoking not only affected their health, but also their careers and personal lives. Many lost roles or faced public backlash, highlighting the hidden dangers behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood. Their stories serve as reminders of the price paid for their choices, intertwining their legacies with the smoke that surrounded them. As we reflect on these lives, we see both the brilliance of their artistry and the shadows of their struggles, leaving us to ponder the true cost of fame and